I don't trust y'all. Y'all the same motherfuckers that why Rotten Tomatoes is the god and deity of Hollywood. You guys are the ones that give so much power to that. Everyone that we just saw are contributors to Rotten Tomatoes. I don't believe y'all. These reviews are so bad, it makes me think it's good in a way. Speaking of anime and knowing when to stop, we're segueing into the Joker 2 early reactions. And the early reactions for the Joker 2 are shockingly bad. Who would have thought that a musical with the Joker in it would have been polarizing? I was willing to give it a chance, and I'm still giving it a chance. But to see some of these names, some of these companies, some of these articles give their response and be this harsh with their words, you know, their PC words that they use, bro, is shocking, bro. Joker 2 is startlingly dull. Lady Gaga is drastically underused. I'm using from USA Today. USA Today is taking a lot of different critics and they're putting them into one article so we could get a full picture. So the Venice Film Festival went down and they showed it there. And allegedly there was an 11-minute standing ovation. And I got to tell you, when I hear about standing ovations at these film festivals, it rings a bad tune. It doesn't sound good. That's not helping it. Because BVS also had a 5-minute standing ovation. And we know that that movie is dog shit. I'm scrolling down here and we get to see some of the reviews. Look, someone said Gaga is drastically underused, said Gwen Gleiberman at Variety, who described the sequel as a rather clunky and overly cautious in an apparent reaction to the controversy over whether the original sent dangerous messages that could lead to real-world violence. So they're probably scared and concerned to go all the way there, and they did not go all the way there. IndieWire's David Elric noted that Gaga is relegated to the sidelines for most of the story in favor of an endless trial scenes. Oh my God. Vanity Fair's Richard Lawson said the film is startlingly dull, a pointless procedural that seems to disdain its audience. Oh my God. He says it feels cramped because it takes place almost entirely in the asylum in the courthouse. Well, 12 Angry Men is a fantastic movie, and that takes place just in a room. I'm not going to hold that against. It could be captivating dialogue, amazing tension. You could do amazing things in just one room, bro. There's a lot of movies that take place in just small spaces, one location, two location, and they're still dope. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. At Vulture, Allison Whitmore says that the punishing film scenes, it seems perversely dedicated to eliminating as much pleasure as possible from its song and dance numbers. And it's a waste of Gaga's presence. Wow, that's kind of shocking. You talking about wasting Gaga? People are complaining about Gaga being wasted in a Joker movie with Joaquin Phoenix? The way I take that, I challenge that like, dang, this person, Allison, probably thinks that Joaquin did a mid job as an actor and that you wanted more Gaga. That's what I'm getting from that. I like Lady Gaga. I think that she was fantastic in A Star Is Born. But if you're wanting Lady Gaga as Harley more than Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, that's a prop. That's a slight on Joaquin. That's not good. Someone else said the movie is not very interesting. Courtroom drama is too often insistent on returning to familiar territory. It says it's merely an extension of the first film's plot in the most plotting and literal fashion. Oh my, look, he gave it a 5 out of 10. He gave it a 5 out of 10. That's a F. That's 50 out of 100. That's a fail. The Hollywood Reporter, heavily tied to, they got relationships with Hollywood, especially Warner Brothers. He was mixed in his review, arguing that the film's narratively a little thin and at times dull. You got a motherfucking Hollywood Reporter reviewer saying your film is boring. Narratively thin? Narratively thin. I'll just translate. Narratively thin means bad story. Dull, boring. So a bad story and boring. They're using words to shoot on this movie, guys. These are terrible reviews. These are absolutely terrible. Other critics were positive, though. Someone said that Blvd was the most compelling comic book movie of the year. Gaga's a revelation, delivering a performance that brings Harley Quinn to life in a way she has never done before. Ah, okay. The Rap said that the film is impressively odd, genuinely a little daring, and the most interesting film about Arthur Fleck. Called it brilliant. Discussing Film says that the sequel does an exceptional job at following up with the imaginative comic book film unlike any other. It has more coherent things to say about fan culture than it or its predecessor does about mental illness. Ooh, far less derivative. Okay, that's a slight too. It sounds like to me like this movie it's a victim of the fake anti-woke agenda culture. It delves in something like mental illness and certain self-harm tactics and violence against civilizations and people in society, like real, let's remember in 2019 when the Joker came out, there was a SWAT team at our theater in New York City. They had they was ready for something to go down. They were scared. Noel Ransom, thank you, bro. Welcome. Coins up in the air, coins for Noel. These reviews are so bad, it makes me think it's good in a way. It's making me think that maybe y'all are missing something. Maybe you guys are the authority. Who made you guys the authority of good movies? Those times are over, bro. Like, unless you're a real one, you can't review movies properly. Because these reviewers are fake woke agenda, Hollywood, PC bias, chomping at the teats of Hollywood society's powerful and elite bullshittists. That's who they are. You guys don't review movies the way a real movie watcher does. So the fact that you guys are saying these things is almost making me want to see it more. Like I really gotta see for myself now. Thank you for putting the coins up, Christian Black, King Poseidon, Stevenson Johnson, my girl Trixie from the UK. And you're right, Kashan. These are the people that love to praise the Marvel movies. It's just politics. These critics are nothing but politicians. They work for big articles and they'll do what they told so their check will clear when they go down to the chase while motherfuckers is trying to get millions of dollars out the ATM with the scam. I don't trust y'all. Y'all the same motherfuckers that why Rotten Tomatoes is the god and deity of Hollywood. You guys are the ones that give so much power to that. Everyone that we just saw are contributors to Rotten Tomatoes. And I guarantee you that most of them that had bad things to say still gave it a fresh score. I don't believe y'all. I definitely got to see for myself, but I will say this. It's possible that they're right. It's extremely possible that you guys, because I've said it, and that's why integrity matters. And it's okay that I took a little backlash on the Joker 2 because, and E-Man did as well, because Joker 2 should not have been made. Joaquin Phoenix, the director, said they're not going to make a second one. After it made $1 billion, stuff started to change. The greed set in. And I'm glad that I put that out on my trailer reaction because that's where integrity comes from. That's where these reactors ain't shit. You react, oh, that's great. You're not even going to talk about why are we even watching this? Man, what's up? It's Jody's Corner. This is the Joker official Blvd. Reacted. The first movie was meant, designed, written, and crafted to be a one-off. And I mean just one movie. Now, they didn't expect it.
Like old Logan, kind of like one-off.
Yes, they didn't expect it to make $1 billion.
Yeah.
And then that's where the corporate greed comes into play. Joaquin Phoenix said he was done, but they gave that man a check. He probably got like 40 million just for this movie. So Joaquin Phoenix is doing the Joker 2. Todd Phillips got paid. He's doing the Joker 2. Money really makes you change your stance on things, because this movie wasn't expected or even dreamed about to make $1 billion, let alone 500 million. So once that check cleared, they were like, man, all right, bro, we could sell our artistic integrity. Freak it. Instead of leaving this Joker movie as perfect as it is, let's go ahead and release a sequel. We're Hollywood. We're selfish. We could do it. We love money, which is the root of all evil. Freak it. So that's why we have this cash grab of a movie. Now, don't be misled. This is a cash grab.
Yeah.
This movie was supposed to be made.
Big time.
But money talks and walks. See, I really want you guys to know that is important to me, that I keep it a buck in whatever I do. So now when stuff like this comes out and people are like, this is trash, shouldn't have been made, almost, you realize, like, that's the difference with people who keep it 1,000 and the fake reactors who just want the likes and views. It sucks saying that this is a cash grab and all that, because, the people in the comments, oh, what are you talking about? They're going to hate because they're dumb. They don't know no better. I get it. People are stupid. But that's what I'm proud of the most. Because let's be honest, why is this movie even being made? Its intentions, its foundation comes from nothing. Basically, they're saying Joker 2 is an unplanned pregnancy. You were a mistake. We didn't plan to have you. Now, it's great if you're awesome, but no kid wants to hear that you were a mistake. Joker's a mistake. They didn't intend it. Because it made that money, they did this. That's what this is. You call it something weird like Folie à Dieu. You make it a musical. And then you say it, and then you come out and say, yeah, it's not really a musical. No, it's not a musical. And there's people, the reviewers are saying, hey, it's a musical. It's all this singing and shit. And then they're saying the singing is the best part. And I'm like, wow. The heck is going on? So Joker 2, I'm surprised and shocked, but this is a direct result of greed in Hollywood. The greed of Hollywood ruins franchises, bro, and DC can't get a break. You know how many freaking arguments that I've had with Snyder cultists, Marvel fanboys, and busters by having to, defend DC by saying, we got $1 billion movie, we got Joker. It's a rated R $1 billion movie. And look where we are now. Deadpool and Wolverine beat it in the box office. Now Deadpool and Wolverine is the #1 rated R $1 billion box office movies. So Joker doesn't even have that anymore. And then we get this news. Jeez, man. I don't feel bad for it either. I have no chill, no bad thoughts. I don't feel uneasy by saying this movie deserves to fail. Because the way I see things with my integrity, you shouldn't have made this movie. You got greedy. Joaquin, you said loudly, you uttered it, I'm not making a sequel. I'm done. Just one. The director said it. It makes $1 billion. Y'all think about it. I cut the check and you got, all right, let's do it. I lose respect for you guys. I lost respect for both of you. Not all respect, but I lost some respect for you. You guys are a slave to the check. You got money, Joaquin. You guys were already rich. I can understand Todd wanting to do it more than you, Joaquin. But you're for sale, dog. You're for sale. You potentially ruined your franchise for $1. $1 that you didn't need. Because once you get rich, why do you need to be richer? I never understood that. That's that greed, bro. Like, if you got $10 million, why you need 20? What's the difference between 10 million and 80 million? What's the difference between 80 million and 150 million? You could do all the same shit. You could have a big house, live off your money, have any car you want, get all the women, go to all the clubs. There's nothing that someone with $150 million can do than someone who has $100 million can't do. Not gonna do. It's weird. It's weird to me. The greed, it's crazy. So I got no chill for this. There's a part of me that's glad. So maybe you guys will learn. Because now, just like X-Files said, now what he's saying is going to be true. He was hating on it being trash and blasphemous, by the way. Joker will not make $1 billion. Well, you know what? You're right. It won't make $1 billion because people don't like musicals. And then based off what people are saying, this shit is mid. I'm looking at this two ways. These critics can't be trusted. It's probably glorious. Or it's worse than what the critics are saying. Because usually when they say something's bad, in reality, it's much worse. Sometimes. So where do we go with that? I wanted to see it. I still will see it. But I shouldn't be going to go see it in the first place because it should not exist. I'll be watching that Christopher Reeve movie. You better believe that.